the Vancouver International Wine Festival with Bailey Williamson at Blue Grouse Winery on Vancouver Island. Duncan, right?
Yes, Carl.
Duncan.
Thank you very much.
Thought I would just ask, a few questions about how was this this latest vintage that you've gone through? What are new exciting things? Other things you might be doing in the vineyard, stuff like that.
Well, the 2018 vintage I thought was excellent. Everything that's in tank and barrel right now is showing very well. It was another nice warm year. The Cowichan Valley has seen a real increase in growing degree days over the last 5-6 years, which has been a great help for us. And we have also just finalized the application for the sub-GI for Cowichan Valley.
Oh, okay.
So that should be going through the government channels and process now.
Right.
And hopefully by this time next year, we will be putting that on the labels.
Yeah, well, that'll be nice. I know you've got your sparkling wine, the Paula.
Yeah.
Would you classify that as one of those island Charme de Lille, or will you be making a Charme de Lille?
Charme de Lille was an idea that someone else had for a Charmant method sparkling. I see the great benefit of those, but my preference is to make traditional method Champenoise style. I find that there's more opportunity to influence the flavor profile through the number of steps that it takes.
Right.
And I really like that quality you get from aging it on the lees. So that's my preference. The Charme de Lille is something that a few of them tried to do that was very much like La Riqueria Blanc that everybody would do and make it a signature for the area. The Charmant method requires a whole lot of equipment, and that's why I like the sparkling method or the traditional method was a very low intervention at the end of the day.
So do you have a whole bunch of riddling racks at the winery? Or?
I do. I have riddling racks. I do it all by hand. By the time someone gets one of those bottles of Paula, I've probably touched it 100 times.
Wow.
So, but it's a labor of love because I love sparkling wine.
Right.
And it's an homage to our owner's daughter, and so it's a lot of things to recommend it.
Yeah. So are there any other sort of new exciting wines that you're thinking about making?
I did make a natural wine last year in clay amphora.
Right.
And that will be coming out this spring. I'm encouraged with that.
So was it a white grape you used?
It was. I used Ortega, put it all into the amphora and just sort of walked away from it. That sounds too simplistic, but at the end of the day, you just sort of have to believe in what you're doing.
Right.
So, and it's the thing about doing a natural wine is it makes the other winemaking that I do even better because I have to pay attention even more. There's no way to cut corners or intervene in a natural wine.
Right.
So you are forced to be meticulous in what you're doing, and that just helps in the rest of the winemaking process in the cellar. It informs it in a certain manner that I think is beneficial just for my own self as a winemaker. Okay,
so then like when you are going to bottle it, is it going to be like completely unfiltered, unfined?
Unfined, unfiltered. There will be a small sulfur addition just to make sure that it doesn't go sideways particularly. It's a bit of it helps me sleep at night.
Right. Okay.
And other things that are going on at the winery. I mean, I think for us it's the expansion. The original vineyard was 7 acres.
Right.
We extended a few rows when I first got there. Then in 2017 we added another 7 acres.
Okay.
Of Pinot Noir, Pinot Gris, Pinot Meunier, and Chardonnay. That's basically going to be the sparkling block.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. That sounds like you're ramping up for sparkling wine.
and then this year we're planting another 10 acres, and then next year another 10.
Yeah.
When all is said and done, we should be about 35 acres. So, you know, that's our focus right now.
Yeah.
I don't, until we have more of that fruit online, I don't think we'll be doing more SKUs or anything particularly different, just because we don't have the volume to warrant it. So it really is, as with grapes, because it's so protracted, it really requires you know, patience, and it's starting with the basics, which is growing the grapes.
Good. Okay. Well, I'll let you go, and hope you enjoy wandering around and talking to people today.
Well, thanks very much, Carl. It was great to have a chat.
Yep. Bye.